Today we're going to talk about the spider species known as Poecilotheria Metallica. The P. metallica is a old world tarantula, which basically means that think of the world as like pre-Christopher Columbus, so no South America, no Central America, no North America. They're basically from over in Europe, India, all them places over there, overseas. The P. metallica is the only blue species of the Poecilotheria genus. Like others in its genus, it has fractal patterns across its abdomen. The species' natural habitat is a deciduous forest in Andhra Pradesh. It's in south-central India. When the species is younger, its pattern isn't as vibrant. The coloring turns blue as it matures. In females, it's usually not as pronounced. The definitive trait of the adult male mature Poecilotheria Metallica is the revelation of emboli at the end of their pedipalps following their mature molt. Females can be determined through molt conformations before maturity when full size. The average leg span is about 6 to 8 inches. It's found in a small area, about 100 square kilometers, 39 square miles. A reserve forest that is nonetheless highly disturbed. Logging companies cutting down trees, stuff like that. Surveys of adjacent forests have failed to find much more of the species, so they're not really spreading out. This type of spider was found in a railway timber yard in Guti, about 100 kilometers southwest of its known range. It's believed that it was transported there by train. By transported, I don't mean somebody found it, said, hey, this was a cool spider. It probably sneaked on the train, hitched a ride, and got off when it found the cool timber out there. Its behavior is similar to that of many other arboreal species. It lives in holes of trees and makes asymmetrical funnel webs. Its primary prey is various flying insects. And spiders of this genus may live together when the territory is limited. So if there's less space for them to crawl out, as it's becoming even more so as the time goes and the logging tears down their natural habitat, they'll group up in the wild and stick together. That way they can breed and reproduce. The species is skittish and will try to run away at first. On provocation, however, members of this species may bite. Females typically live for about 11 to 12 years. On rare occasions, there have been some to live for 15. Males live a much shorter life of about 3 to 4. As far as the venom go, that's what a lot of people out there are wanting to know, because venomous spiders give a lot of people the creepy crawlies. So there has never been a recorded death from the Poecilotheria Metallica's bite, but studies of the bite has seen it to be considered medically significant. The venom may cause intense pain. Judging from the experience of keepers bitten by the spiders of the genus, the vast majority of bites are dry bites, which means there's no venom involved. So they're basically giving you a warning before giving you and just putting you on your butt for a week. The mechanical effects of the bite can still be significant. What that means is, even though it bites you and it doesn't leave any venom, because an adult can have 3/4 of an inch fangs, it can still leave you likely to get infections, all kinds of different problems, bacteria introduced that were sitting on the fangs. It's really not a good situation to put yourself in. So if you do end up with one of these, take extreme care to be careful of them. Don't play around with them. As with any tarantula, you need to respect them and treat them as though they were a wild animal. P. metallica can move pretty quickly, and it may defend itself when it's cornered. Venom may produce a heart rate increase followed by sweating, headache, stinging, cramping, or swelling. Effects, like I said before, can last up to a week. The P. metallica has been bred in captivity for about 10 years and is popular with tarantula enthusiasts. It sometimes prices above $500 in the United States, and as its spiderling, typically about $100 to $200. The spider sex can determine the price though. The females typically tend to be more pricey than the males, since 1, they live longer, 2, they're the ones that lay the eggs. This species is a hardy, fast-growing species. They're generally fed anything from crickets to moths to grasshoppers and sometimes even small mice. In captivity, it needs to be kept in a humid environment. usually about 18 to 24 Celsius or 68 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit. And humidity levels of 75 to 85% are preferred. This is a very fast and sometimes aggressive spider that has a strong venom. So please, as I've said before, if you intend to handle this one, which I do not recommend, if you intend to handle it, take extreme caution. Even if you're posting videos on YouTube, stuff like that, I ain't gonna call you a pansy if you wear some bite-proof gloves. Now, I don't know how much that would do you any good because they move really fast and they could run up your arm and easily get you right here. So, my suggestion would be to not touch them with your bare hands at all. Unfortunately, due to deforestation, this species is listed as critically endangered. I'm trying to spread a little bit of awareness for the species. That way we can start putting together some kind of effort to help revitalize the population, bring it back. I have no clue if we'd ever be able to bring its natural habitat back to normal, but we can keep it as enthusiasts from going extinct. If you like this video, you can check out some videos on my uncle's channel. I do editing over there. He has the tarantula collection. My wife won't let me have any. As we've been watching the spiders, documenting them, just observing them. Now, I know we're not scientists. We just enjoy learning new things. But these are very interesting creatures. If you're into having weird pets, I would highly suggest getting into tarantulas. There's so many cool things about them that I never knew until my uncle started collecting them. Anywho, I hope you have a wonderful day. If you like this video, remember to leave a like, subscribe, comment, and oh yeah, check out my uncle's channel. There's going to be a link in the description down below.